You're listening to Into the Disappearing, a podcast about the vanished and the questions they never got to answer. I'm Marin Blake. This week we go to Tanner, Tennessee, a town where Friday nights revolve around high school football. The diner closes early for the game, and the quiet rolls in like mist across the river. 17-year-old Tyler McBride was the kind of teen who knew every trail behind the school and could name every player on the 1987 state championship team. He wasn't the star quarterback. He wasn't the homecoming king, but he was there, steady, present, real. Until one night, he wasn't. And what was captured in a single photograph still haunts the town. This is episode 15, The One Behind Him. October 13th, 2023. Tanner High Wolves versus the Sheffield County Bears. It was supposed to be a celebration. Senior night, the last home game of the season. Half the town showed up. Grandparents in lawn chairs, toddlers with painted faces, and homemade signs fluttering under the stadium lights. Tyler McBride had a decent game, caught a third down pass, helped stop a fumble. He smiled, waved to his mom in the stands, and then disappeared sometime after 10:45 p.m. The official story is simple, but what lies under it is anything but. Let's go back. Tyler was raised by his mom, Jenna, and lived with his younger sister, Emmy, in a modest farmhouse just a few miles outside of town. He split his time between football, working part-time at his uncle's feed store, and hiking trails near the river. According to friends, Tyler wasn't reckless. He didn't drink. He didn't sneak off. But he'd been distracted in the weeks before the game. Not depressed, just quiet. Staring at things longer than he used to. Losing track of conversations. His best friend, Mason Ford, noticed it.
I asked him once if he was okay, and he said something like, "I keep feeling like I'm being watched, but only when I'm alone." I laughed it off. Thought he was just messing with me.
After the game, a group of students gathered behind the bleachers, near the tree line where the lights don't quite reach. Mason pulled out his phone and snapped a picture. 3 boys standing with their arms around each other, the scoreboard glowing faintly in the background. He posted it to Instagram, and sometime between that photo and 11:15 p.m., Tyler disappeared. He never made it back to his car. His keys were found in the grass the next morning, about 20 yards from the gravel lot. His phone, cracked screen, battery drained, was discovered near the base of an old oak tree by the woods. No blood, no footprints leading away, only a single deep impression in the soil near the fence. Almost like someone had been standing very still, watching. When Mason's photo began circulating among classmates the next day, someone noticed it. Not Tyler, not the other boys, but the figure behind him, just over Tyler's right shoulder, half in shadow, almost blending into the fence line, a tall, thin silhouette with elongated limbs and an indistinct face. The figure wasn't looking at the camera, it was looking at Tyler. Police questioned everyone in the photo and several others who were nearby. No one reported seeing anyone fitting the figure's description. No loiterers, no stragglers, no one out of place. The photo was analyzed, zoomed, enhanced. But no matter how clear the image became, the figure remained slightly blurred. Too tall, arms too long, shoulders too narrow, almost human, but not quite. And then the story started. In 1984, a girl named Rosalie Duncan vanished after a homecoming game in Tanner. Her diary, found months later, mentioned something she called the thin man in the trees. In 1961, a hunter claimed he found a stone chapel deep in the woods with animal bones arranged in patterns. That land was later fenced off by the county, citing erosion risk. Locals started calling it the lean man, a figure from folklore whispered to appear behind those who are about to be taken. Sometimes in photos, sometimes in reflections, sometimes just at the edge of your vision. No physical description has ever been consistent. only the feeling he brings, that you were alone until you weren't.
He told me that week he dreamed someone was standing outside his window. But it wasn't a nightmare, he said, because he didn't wake up. He just kept dreaming, and it kept watching.
To this day, there have been no signs of Tyler, no bank activity, no phone records, no clothing found. His case is still classified as a missing person, not a crime. But when the wind shifts behind Tanner High and the lights on the field buzz a little too long before turning off, people say they still feel it. That watching, that wait. And sometimes when they take pictures at the edge of the field, they check the corners, just to be sure. Tyler McBride was 17. He loved creature features, black coffee, and sketching maps of old hiking trails. He planned to join the Forestry Service. He was saving for boots, real ones. If you know anything about his disappearance or about that photo, contact the Tanner County Sheriff's Department. Next week, we head to Oregon, where a barge worker vanished off the Columbia River after claiming to have seen lights under the water. Until then, I'm Marin Blake. Watch the trees, check the photo, and remember, some things don't want to be seen, but they still find a way to get behind you.
When the night gets bright and the stars align, we stir up dreams in cosmic time. A little stardust, a little tune, you're mixing it with the moon.